welcome to the curtain raiser of the Mahindra Transport Excellence Awards 2013. It is an award which felicitates the unsung heroes of the transport industry for their efforts towards leadership, innovation and excellence in the transport ecosystem.
The transport industry plays an extremely important role in the economic growth of India. It is also a sector which provides employment to a large section of the country's working population. The industry is at a brink of huge growth, particularly due to the rising domestic consumption. Even the government understands this and has made several significant investments in various infrastructure projects for the future. Even with all these developments, the transport sector is highly fragmented and there was a need to recognize and celebrate the achievements of this sector. Into just its third year, the Mahindra Transport Excellence Awards have already become the most definitive award in this sector.
It was an initiative taken by the team. And I think when you're a challenger in a business, and a business that's very hard to break into, then what we realize is the best way to do it, apart from building better products and superior products, is also to change the entire way in which the industry works. Challengers who can transform industries eventually are very successful. And what we felt was the best way to transform the industry was actually to do something which would improve the ecosystem, that would in fact raise the level of self-esteem. If people began to understand that this industry could be sophisticated, could be innovative, then they will move to products that are superior. So is there, of course, self-interest for us? Yes, certainly. But the self-interest is one in which everybody wins. This is a win-win proposition. So we are very, very proud of the initiative that our team has done, and we are astonished by the success.
Last year, the industry made this award 60% bigger than the first edition, And that gave us a lot of feedback. How can we further grow it? So one of the things that came up is that there is a huge support to our driver awards, to our dhaba awards, to our mechanic awards. There is a massive support to the youth transport personality awards. So our whole focus on developing the young transporter, and people, dads tell me that unke bacche, their children don't want to come in the transport industry. So that, the lady transport personality, so these are going to remain, first of all, I want to tell you that, because there is a clear feedback from the industry that Mahindra's RISE philosophy is completely embodied in these awards, and we will continue with them. The second feedback, and very interestingly from jury, transport, is that let's compare steel with steel. Let's compare cement with cement. Let's not try to compare steel with cement when it comes to a case study. See, these transporters make a case study. They present it to regional juries. Regional juries derived from the who's who of the industry. Then the regional jury shortlists. Then it's presented to the national jury. So it's a very rigorous process. And transporters go through a hell of a lot of work to do that, right? So they said, the jury said, we are not able to do justice at times. So we said, let's go segment. So we started cement segment, steel segment, over-dimensional cargo segment, and stuff like that, port operation, and like that, So we went into the segment approach. Also, this is aligned with our philosophy to develop the market for our products. So we have said that we will develop services, variants, packages, which are aligned to the segment needs. So its award is, is a RISE philosophy, which is a win-win for us. It's a win for the customer, win for the Mahindra, and win for the industry. So we are aligning awards, our approach, our partnership with the industry, everything into that.
I would say the apparatus of the government, all the arms of the government.
These awards are unique in nature as they celebrate the whole transport ecosystem, which covers fleet owners, fleet drivers, commercial vehicle financiers, highway mechanics and highway dhabas. Over the years, they have also come up with categories such as the Youth Transport Personality and Lady Transport Personality, which are a huge source of motivation to the new blood in the transport industry.
to be recognized by the industry in an award category of this nature. I'm also thankful to the jury panel for the selection that they've gone through. Personally, for me, I feel happy.
I congratulate Mahindra as they have honored the entire trucking industry and motivated them to excel.
पूरी ट्रकिंग इंडस्ट्रीज को एक मोटिवेशन तरह का भी मिलता है.
Transportation is basically we've had a lot of gender discrepancy. It's not very comfortable for men to, they're not very comfortable interacting and overviewing with women. They feel this was a men domain. So breaking the glass ceiling wasn't easy for me. I had to face a lot of challenges. People were not comfortable. They would not look at me with respect. But due to sheer grit, perseverance, consistency, and giving them back the same kind of respect, that I could earn a lot of respect, and they realized that she's a competent woman in the field of transportation.
This initiative which Mahindra has done is really good. I believe it's like a back burner for everyone. Actually, it motivates you more than anything else. There is something like you say, an artist. He does something, but what he likes more rather than the financial thing is that appreciation which needs to come over. So I would compare ourselves as artists who are shaping this country.
3 things that we can do to improve the program.
The transport industry today faces numerous challenges related to information technology, quality management, service level, cost versus value focus, etc. Also adding to these are problems such as increasing fuel prices, driver problems and toll booths. To help the transport industry tackle these issues, the Mahindra Group has designed a program called Empower in association with IIM Ahmedabad. The main focus of this program is to incorporate professionalism in this sector through youth transport entrepreneurs, which at the moment is lacking in this industry.
What we have seen in the past often in the truck business, the next generation doesn't want to come into this business. We want to bring out how business like this business is. It is not like something which you do in an unorganized fashion. In fact, there are many fleet operators who are even better organized than many of the large businesses that we have, and we want to bring that understanding, the feeling to the next generation. And through Empower, not only we are doing that, we are also helping them to learn finer points of business, and therefore they can run their business in a more structured, more formal, more profitable manner.
Empower is a 14-day management development program specially crafted to cater to the needs of young transport entrepreneurs with IIM Ahmedabad as the knowledge partner. The course is aimed at professionalizing the Indian trucking industry through this learning initiative for young transport entrepreneurs. The Empower program started on the 23rd of January and concluded on the 5th February with the first batch of 30 young transport entrepreneurs having been a part of it. The course included field visits, external workshops, and also had special guest lectures by industry experts. Through this yearly initiative, Mahindra intends to equip the new generation of the transport industry with new techniques to take their family business to newer heights.
Where I felt that we are into a family-run business for over 50 years now, and it's high time that we change our views and get some professionalism in our business. That was the core motivating factor for me to be here.
Being in transport industry, you always want to grab every opportunity that comes your way. That is a natural tendency, but after interacting with a lot of people who are into very niche segments and also the learnings that we got, it is important to specialize. You need not take all the business that comes your way. So I think that's how the industry is also moving. I can see all my peer group, everybody trying to specialize in some segment or the other. So I think specialization is something that needs to be taken up.
We started out studying some specific challenges. There are 5-6 major challenges which all the transporters, if I may call them, or logistics solution providers experience. And the course was structured how to overcome them. and how to professionalize their businesses, because as you understand, this industry is largely unorganized. And to organize it, one would require steps in the right direction, to formulate a strategic plan, then to execute it, and then to possibly, find ways to continue to expand.
It's time now for a short break, but on the other side, we take an in-depth look at this year's judging process and also talk to a few of the nominees. Welcome back. You are watching the curtain raiser to the Mahindra Transport Excellence Awards 2013. This year, the awards are bigger and better with innovative categories and a large number of entries. Take a look.
Mahindra Transport Excellence Awards 2013 is a forum to showcase excellence and outperformance throughout the year. And this year, it was a strenuous process which the candidates had to go through. The first stage was going through a screening jury which validated all the entries and evaluated them before the candidates could reach the second stage. This year, the number of entries as compared to the previous years was much more, which made the jury's work even tougher.
Reduce the weightage to a truck driver. Set of tires itself, he should rather stick to going by the mechanical capability and any additional services that he gets.
We really needed somebody to come up and take this ownership, and under the aegis of Mahindra, you're seeing the complete ecosystem, right? It's not just transporters alone. I mean, it's transporters, it is financiers, it is dhaba owners, it is the mechanic, it is a fleet owner, it's a driver, it's a women driver, and this is like the entire spectrum is being assessed for finding out excellence. And what will happen is that this will spur every category of people across India, across geography, to strive for better, and that can only be better for the industry as a whole.
Such a vital aspect of your entire economy, the supply line, and to give it, most of us don't realize, but to give it the right perspective, that it's not just a service, it's a complete ecosystem. And so to recognize that ecosystem, to see all the individual components that go into making the basic core structure of it and the support channels for the same thing, and to come up with an initiative which will not only focus the attention on these, but to try and see how best one could encourage all of these, will not only help to stabilize these, but what will happen is with more attention coming on these actively, you will also start identifying other areas which are peripheral to these, which may not be so peripheral, which may be more critical in fact, but have been ignored so far.
These are our major business.
In the second phase, an expert panel of jury members consisting of industry experts grilled the candidates on various parameters as they presented their cases through presentations or telephonic conversations. The jury members were quite impressed with these presentations and were quite happy to see many new industry trends being incorporated by the transporters, which will raise the standards of the Indian transport ecosystem.
Major change over the years has been the number of people being brought within the screening process. So obviously, a larger profile of stakeholders is being covered by this award scheme. They have a very robust arm's length distance arrangement whereby a third party actually looks at the feedback being received from users, actual users, and the jury is then therefore able to take a very informed decision because of the feedback that is available at hand.
I think the new trends in the transport industry is more focused on safety and being more environmentally conscious. I think these are two trends that we are observing in the transportation industry.
I think what has impressed us the most is if you see in the year 1 to current year, which is the year 3 of this award, the nominations have doubled almost. This year we got almost 1900 nomination, and that just shows the kind of industry confidence and the kind of credibility that this award has established over past 3 years. And we, as the partner to this award, as the advisor to this process of the entire award, are extremely proud of this number.
After all the scrutiny, it was time for the grand jury round, which was held at the Transport Bhavan in Delhi, which had the jury members deliberate for one last time before they came up with the winners. It was a really tough process for the jury members, as most of the categories had many deserving candidates.
I'm very glad that Mahindra Transport Excellence Awards has now taken this initiative to another level. As was informed to us as part of the jury, the number of people being screened, the number of participants being screened has increased year by year. And we have now suggested to the Mahindra team that they should look at road safety as another feature of this award program from next year onwards.
I think it was a very closed contest, if I may say so. Especially when we looked at the service providers, the garage operations, and the repair, and I think all contestants were very good, so it's very difficult to point out, and it's very interesting. Especially, I saw one contestant focusing so much on green, and that was very heartening. That even in this particular smaller players are also looking at some of these, and of course, many people have deployed various kind of safety and security measures. It's also very important. So much so. Somebody has put in guards to accompany vehicles in the cargo. That's very important. People are sort of toying with more value-added services, like not just looking at the fleet management in the sense from the commercial vehicle perspective, but also getting into multimodal transportation. So it's very interesting how the business is evolving.
I think the process that we had put into the place was really stringent. So from the day one, we ensured that there is 100% level of transparency, so as to maintain the credibility of this award, and just ensured that there is a robust process. So I think more than the result, I think we were focused on the process, and we were always confident that if we have the right process and the right amount of filters at every stage, the results will be brilliant.
It's time to slip into a short break, but when we come back, we show you how the Mahindra Transport Excellence Awards have changed the Indian transport ecosystem.